Imagine a land split by walls and barbed wire, a country born not from unity but from division, living behind an iron curtain of fear, hope, rebellion and survival, a land that stood for decades and then vanished almost overnight. Welcome to the Library of Lost Lands, where we delve into the stories of countries that once were, but are no longer with us. Today we explore the story of East Germany, formerly known as the German Democratic Republic, or GDR. It existed from 1949 to 1990. Its capital was the historic city of East Berlin. The flag of East Germany featured the traditional black, red and gold stripes of Germany, but with the addition of a hammer and compass surrounded by a ring of rye, symbolizing the worker, the engineer, and the farmer. At its peak, East Germany had a population of around 16 to 17 million people. East Germany emerged in the ashes of World War II. Germany was divided into occupation zones controlled by the Allies. As tensions between the Soviet Union and the Western Allies escalated into the Cold War, the Soviet zone split off to form its own socialist state in 1949, the German Democratic Republic. It became a staunch ally of the Soviet Union, a key player on the eastern side of the Iron Curtain, and a symbol of communist ideology in Europe. Despite its political restrictions, East Germany rapidly rebuilt from the ruins of war. It became the most economically advanced country in the Eastern Bloc, with a strong industrial base, impressive scientific achievements, and a highly educated workforce. The government promoted extensive social programs, healthcare, education, sports, and East German athletes often dominated the Olympic Games. In many ways, East Germany represented a model socialist state, thriving under the ideals of equality and planned development. However, beneath the surface, there were deep cracks. Freedom was tightly restricted. The infamous Stasi secret police maintained a vast network of informants, surveilling citizens with chilling efficiency. Economic growth eventually stagnated, and shortages of consumer goods became common. Travel to the west was forbidden, and attempts to flee were brutally punished. The most visible symbol of this repression was the Berlin Wall, erected in 1961. A concrete barrier that not only divided a city but embodied the division of an entire world. In the 1980s, change swept across Eastern Europe. As the Soviet Union weakened, communist governments began to collapse one by one. In East Germany, protests grew throughout 1989, demanding political freedom and reunification with West Germany. Faced with overwhelming public pressure, the government lifted travel restrictions on November 9, 1989. Crowds surged to the Berlin Wall, and in a moment that stunned the world, the wall fell. Not with gunfire, but with celebration. Less than a year later, on October 3, 1990, East Germany officially ceased to exist as it reunited with West Germany into a single, unified Germany. The legacy of East Germany remains powerful. In the eastern part of modern Germany you can still find traces, architecture, cultural attitudes, and even political trends shaped by decades of socialist rule. Memorials, museums, and preserved sections of the Berlin Wall serve as reminders of a divided past that shaped the identity of an entire generation. East Germany's story is one of resilience, repression, and revolution. It stands as a stark reminder of how walls can divide, and how hope can tear them down. Thanks for visiting the Library of Lost Lands. Join us next time as we uncover yet another nation lost to history's relentless march.